Good morning. This is Taitz report that is made by me, Orly Taitz. I'm an attorney and a doctor, and I'm the president of Defend Our Freedoms Foundation. And today is September the 9th, 2013. Well, first part of report has to do with the second red line that was set up by Barack Obama. And this is something that actually shows us that Barack Obama is not serious about listening to what the US Congress has to say. If he would have been serious, he would have waited for the US Congress to come up with a decision to authorize or not to authorize the action in Syria. However, he set another red line, another deadline, another ultimatum. Bashar al-Assad has a week to give up all of his chemical weapons. So this is something that tells members of the US Congress that Barack Obama was never serious about paying any attention to what they have to say, what is their decision, regardless of whether the US Congress will veto this action or not. Barack Obama will continue doing whatever he decided to do. Further on, a recent report by the congressman from the state of Illinois, Adam Kersinger, reinforces this position and understanding that this recent request for Congress to approve the strike in Syria is just a farce, nothing but a farce. Mr. Kersinger has offered Barack Obama his help in pushing through the yes vote, and he is a Republican, and Obama just ignored him. If Obama would have been serious about this resolution by the US Congress, he would have taken Kersinger up on his word, and he would have tried to use him as an intermediary. So, knowing that this is nothing but a farce, the question is, what should members of the US Congress do? In my opinion, they should vote no, particularly members of the Republican Party. First of all, as we see, Obama will do whatever he wants to do. So it is irrelevant what Congress will do. And those members of the Republican Party should vote based on the wishes of their constituents. One congressman after another reporting that the constituents are calling at a rate of 80 to 1 or 100 to 1 against the war in Syria. Recently, a former chief of staff for Democrat Senator Joe Manchin appeared on Fox and stated that constituents in West Virginia are calling at a rate of 4,000 against the war to 50 for the war. Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee stated that her constituents are calling at a rate of 2,000 against the war to less than 20 for the war. So we're seeing 80 to 1, 100 to 1 rate. The public is decisively against this war. And therefore, this is the war that should be owned by Barack Obama or Barack Obama working together with the Democrats who are willing to go along with him. Let's remember that GOP has paid for a very unpopular war in Iraq and lost in 2012, lost seats in the Congress, in the Senate, and presidency. Now, Barack Obama is going into an unpopular war. So let him own it. Let him use his political capital for it. Why should members of the US Congress, particularly Republicans, go against their constituents in this very unpopular war? Moreover, as we do not know who will replace Bashar al-Assad. There are multiple reports showing that the opposition includes multiple Al Qaeda fighters. There are videos all over the internet showing those Al Qaeda fighters murdering people, dismembering people, decapitating people, cutting their hearts out. There was a report and a video of Al Qaeda fighter killing a Syrian soldier, cutting his heart out and eating it. These are barbarians. These are cannibals. Just yesterday was a report of a girl being killed, dismembered, the girl screaming that she was still alive. She was cut into pieces alive. These are definitely barbarians. Do we really want those barbarians in charge? I don't believe we do. I don't believe it is in the US best interest to put them in charge. Therefore, let's let Obama do what he will do anyways. Why should Republicans put their seats on the line? Yesterday, Chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, Republican Congressman Buck McKeon, and Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn appeared on Candy Crowley's show. Well, Candy Crowley, as a liberal Democrat and Obama supporter, was trying to negotiate some kind of a deal. And she was asking, well, what can Obama do to get your yes votes? And they were saying more money for the military. No. This is being penny smart and dollar stupid. Please, Bud McKeon, do not be penny smart and dollar stupid. Obama will not give you much. He is a Democrat. He will offset the money that he wants for this war, or money that he will give for this operation, with uncontrolled spending in other areas. We cannot afford this spending. And what we will end up with is enormous deficit, more than what we have today, enormous interest on our foreign debt, and as a result, we'll have to cut anyways. So what we're going to do, we will go full circle, and at the end of the day, we'll have to cut anyways. So why give Obama this political capital? You will be penny smart and dollar stupid. Don't do it. Don't lose all of your aces in your deck of cards. Today, majority of members of the House Armed Services Committee want to vote no. Bud McKeon, the smartest thing for you to do is put it to a vote today. Get a no vote on this resolution, and you're done with the sideshow. And start talking about issues that the Republican Party wants to talk about. Enormous debt. Barack Obama took office with only $10 trillion of debt. Now, in 4 years, he incurred additional $7 trillion worth of debt. He incurred more debt than 42 presidents, more for over 200 years. That 200 years and 42 presidents did not incur that much debt as Obama did. And by the end of his tenure, if he'll stay in power till 2016, he will incur probably the same amount of debt as all 43 presidents before him. He incurred this enormous debt, stating that it is necessary. It's a necessary stimulus to create jobs. Well, while Obama was trying to create jobs and claiming that our economy is growing, is in recovery, we find out that the number of Americans in the workforce went down by 10 million people since Obama started this drunken sailor spending for creating jobs. So we know he's been a failure in economics. He spent enormous amounts of money. Not only we have $17 trillion worth of debt, We have 125 trillion of unfunded obligations of federal government. Since May 17th, Barack Obama has been spending and taking out of the funds of federal employees, out of their retirement and disability accounts, around $100 billion every month. That will be another half a trillion by October 1st. Here is a serious problem. Republican Party needs to first say no to this strike in Syria, let Obama do it at his own expense and the expense of the Democratic Party if they want to go along. Republican Party needs to say no on raising the debt ceiling. Further on, Republican Party today has yet another ace in their deck of cards. They can justify not funding this new program of Obamacare, new federal program, when we have $17 trillion of foreign debt, 125 trillion in unfunded obligations, specifically because Obama is seeking to start yet another war. We cannot afford to start yet another enormous program and another war. So you do have another ace in your deck of cards. Use it. Further on, they have to vote not only not to fund Obamacare, or at least delay it to 2014, September, October 2014, when the requirements for the corporations kick in. Otherwise, American citizens will be punished for something that corporations got extensions and exemptions from. Where is the equality? Where is equal protection that is guaranteed to us under the 14th Amendment? So, what Republicans should do? First, vote no on the strike, let Obama do it. They should vote no on raising the debt ceiling, no on funding Obamacare. Further on, they should vote no on the immigration reform, which is nothing but a mega amnesty. Recent statements by John Sampson, former senior deportation officer from the Department of Homeland Security, in his latest statements, he provided eye-opening information, which we suspected all along, that the number of 11 to 12 million is a bogus number made up by the federal government, just like anything else. Immigration and deportation community knows that we have as many as 42 million people who either came here legally or came here legally and overstayed their visas. As such, we cannot provide care to all of those people. Two Republican congressmen are trying to use their high position in the Republican hierarchy. Among them, the House Majority Leader, Eric Cantor, and the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, Bob Goodland, are trying to push yet another bill who would rob Americans of their jobs and benefits, and that's called KIDS Act. Well, this bill is nothing but yet another mega amnesty. This bill will allow for legal status for everyone who claims to come here before, as a kid, before the age 18 or possibly 16. Well, these people are illegals. Nobody knows when they came. So therefore, each and every one of them will claim that he came here as a kid. You can't check. You have to believe their words. And as such, we'll have 42 million illegals getting legal status. And make no mistake, the moment they get their work permits, they would not be satisfied with working in agriculture in the fields. They would want to compete with American citizens for various scarce jobs. They will be applying for welfare benefits, unemployment benefits, social security, you name it. According to GAO, and according to all of the predictions, this will be another drain on the US economy. We cannot afford any more, and therefore Republicans should say no to it. We know that today we have 90 million adult Americans who are not in the workforce, and that's on top of the 11.3 million who are receiving unemployment benefits. As such, we have 102 million Americans who are not working. And for Congress to pull through this KIDS Act or mega amnesty called immigration reform is nothing short of treason against American citizens and the United States of America, and therefore you should say no to it. The only thing you should say yes to is balanced budget reform. Bring back the jobs and WTO get either rescind or renegotiate it, bring jobs back to America, pass through balanced budget reform, take care of the problems that we have that are destroying this country and destroying this economy. As such, we're coming to an end to the Taitz report. I'm Orly Taitz, and I'm the president of Defend Our Freedoms Foundation. You can find more information on my website, orlytaitzesq.com. You can also find information on my multiple challenges to Barack Obama that are currently in 8 different federal and state courts on the issues dealing with Barack Obama's use of Social Security number 042684425, which was assigned to an immigrant from Russia, Harry Bonnell, born in 1890. Barack Obama posted his tax returns online, originally did not flatten the PDF file, and those tax returns became available and they showed to be invalid as he used the Social Security number that failed E-Verify and SSNBS. Also, there are multiple legal actions dealing with Barack Obama's use of fabricated IDs. You can find more information on upcoming actions, upcoming hearings. One will be in California in October. The exact date will be given shortly by the court. And this is coming, the date will be between October 21st to October 25th. It will be in the 4th District Court of Appeal of the state of California in Santa Ana Boulevard, 601 Santa Ana Boulevard in Santa Ana, California. So I hope everyone will be there, as I will be trying to uphold our civil and constitutional rights in having a legitimate president. More to come. This is Orly Taitz, and you've listened to Taitz Report. Thank you.